What's up guys, it's Koi from Gentleman Within, a channel dedicated to helping men dress better and feel their best. And in this video, we're gonna be taking a closer look at this Hamilton Khaki Field watch right here. Before we get started, if you're new here and don't know who I am, my name is Koi. I'm the founder of Gentleman Within. I put out weekly videos on all things men's style, grooming, lookbooks, product brand reviews, how to style certain pieces and all that good stuff. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you get alerts anytime I put out an update. And to all the guys who've been riding with me for a while now, thanks so much for the support. I feel like I say it all the time, but I can never say it enough, so thank you so much for the support. And let's get into this video. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is from a brand with a history that's well documented. There are a lot of different variations of the Hamilton Khaki Field. The one in this review is reference number H69419363. Who's really gonna remember all those numbers? And so for quick reference, it is the green or olive dial. So this field watch is my very first mechanical wind-up watch, and so it took me a little while to get used to having to wind it up every morning prior to wearing, but I've been wearing it pretty extensively for the past 3 months now, and so it is time for this review. For brevity, I'm not going to get into the history of the brand. If you want to get into that, I'm going to link that in the description below for you guys. Head over to my blog post, but we're going to take a look at the Khaki Field's style and aesthetic, its features and specs, quality and construction, some of the pros and cons, and finally, some of my closing thoughts on this field watch. For the Hamilton Khaki Field style and aesthetic, it's unmistakably a field watch to the core. It exudes a clean ruggedness that's primed to be worn with all kinds of casual getups. And that's why I've been gravitating towards this type of watch if you've seen my previous video on the Seiko 5, which is also another field watch. So we'll start off with this olive textured strap right here. It is canvas, and it's got a nice little ruggedness to it. It's got these little metal grommets right here to help protect the holes. With a bead blasted matte finish bezel and a clean symmetrical dial, the Hamilton Khaki Field has plenty of character. And I think the watch looks great on my wrist, even though it wears a little bit larger than its 38mm dial would suggest, just because the lugs are really long, they're extended, and so it wears more like a 40mm watch. The case thickness is 7.8mm, and so it's fairly thin for a field watch, and so it'll easily fit under all of my shirt sleeve cuffs. Just like my Seiko 5 SNK 803, the Hamilton Khaki Field looks great with all kinds of leather and suede straps. I love versatile timepieces, and one of the reasons that I got it was because I knew that it would pair well with a lot of my leather, NATOs, and suede straps that I own. So the watch sports a very clean dial. It has highly visible vintage style numbers and symmetrical markers with 12 and 24-hour scales. The hour, minute, and sweeping second hand are luminous enough that it's plenty visible in the dark. The white hands provide a nice contrast against the muted olive, slightly gray colored dial, and it sports a non-reflective matte bezel here that gives the watch a true military watch feel. The second hand is clean with an elongated arrow at the tip and a circular embellishment on the other end. It sweeps cleanly in tandem with each tick. And finally, I really like that all of the Hamilton Khaki Fields are equipped with this nice domed sapphire crystal glass, and so it gives the watch a nice retro feel. Now let's move on to the watch's features and specs. The Hamilton Khaki Field features a hand-winding hacking movement, which means that the watch can only function by manually winding the crown. And when you pull the stem, the watch is going to stop functioning due to the manual hacking movement. And this is a hallmark of field watches back in the day. And fun fact, did you know that the hacking movements allowed for soldiers in World War II to plan operations down to the exact second? And so as with all Hamilton timepieces, the Khaki Field is Swiss made with the ETA caliber 2804-2 hand wound movement. And I believe this is found on all the Hamilton Khaki Field watches. As for the dial, as mentioned before, the watch has a 38mm dial, 46mm lug to lug, and so it's quite elongated. Definitely extends a lot further than a lot of other watches that I own. And so if you're worried about a small case size, then there's no worry. It wears more like a 40mm watch would. There is a power reserve of 46 hours, water resistance of up to 50 meters or 165 feet, and there's a calendar date display at the 3 o'clock marker. If you want more detailed specs on the watch, just head on over to my blog. You can take a look there, or you can just head over to the watch over on Amazon and take a look at the specs there. All right, so let's get into the watch quality and construction. The Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical has all the hallmarks of a Swiss-made watch with American military usability. From the precise click with each millimeter that you wind the crown to symmetrical triangular hour markers and minute hash marks, the Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical is crafted with a careful attention to detail inside and out. It's really easy to wind with the oversized crown. And then towards the end, you're gonna start feeling a little bit of tension, and that's when you know it's time to stop. And so there's no way that you can overwind this watch. The watch feels really solid in hand. It doesn't feel cheap. It's got a really nice weight to it. So it doesn't feel cheap like a lot of fashion watches out there, which sadly go for around the same price as this watch right here. The domed sapphire glass is another hallmark of a quality watch, as well as the hacking movement. The watch band is lined with a comfortable soft leather that doesn't irritate the skin, and the bead blasted matte finish bezel feels a touch more luxurious than that of my Seiko 5. And finally, the back case looks nice and elegant. It's got this reflective stainless steel with engraved lettering and the Hamilton H logo. So it's really classy looking. So as for the ticking sound, some people say that it ticks quite loud. I don't really notice it. It's probably a hair louder than my Seiko 5, but it's nowhere near that of my Timex Weekender. So we're wrapping things up. Time to get into a couple of the pros and cons. So for the pros, there's a rich history in American and Swiss watchmaking. There is a hacking movement, a domed sapphire crystal glass. It is Swiss made and made to last. There is a rugged canvas strap with a comfortable leather. It's really affordable for what you're getting, and all signs point to a quality made timepiece. Cons is that the lug to lug is a little bit too long, so it looks a little odd that, you know, the dial is 38 millimeters, but it's 46 with the lug to lug. And I think that the lume could be a little bit more prominent. So how much does the watch cost? The green dial Khaki Field retails for $425. It's listed on Amazon as $395, and you can find it as low as $200 to $250 depending on time of year and when there are sales going on. So the bottom line, the Hamilton Khaki Field watch offers tremendous value for the price. It sports a clean face, classic design, and is Swiss made. So with this field watch, I think I found a watch that's nice and simple, refined, but still rugged in appearance. Tells time with really good accuracy and is quite beautiful in my opinion. So I'd say if you want to level up beyond the Seiko 5 or you want to upgrade your Timex field watch, then I'd say go for the Hamilton Khaki Field. You know, you won't regret it. All right, thank you as always for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. Put out new videos like this weekly. That's all I got for this video. Cheers to your style, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.